What's up, everybody? It's me. Yes, it's me way up here. I hope you're well. A common question that I've been getting that I wanted to address really quickly is this idea that, Julian, I don't have any credibility. I'm not really a leader, so can I lead a mastermind? And I want to break down a myth about what a great leader is. Remember, in order to run a mastermind, you only need two things. One, you need to create safe space, and two, you need to gather great people. And the way that I define a leader is someone who simply creates more leaders, right? You don't have to be somebody who's already super successful to lead a mastermind. And I want to share with you three different types of leaders that I've seen lead masterminds. So the first type of leader is the person who's way up here. I call this person the vet. They are the person who's already been there, done that, and they say, look, I've already been there, done that, just follow me, right? And it's great to be that kind of leader, and those are great leaders to follow and model, right? We talk about modeling success. And so that's the first type of leader that's out there, and perhaps you don't feel like you are a vet yet, and that's perfectly fine, because guess what? There's another type of leader that's down here. And this kind of leader, this is a funny one, this kind of leader is actually called the yeast. The yeast, what does yeast do? If you put yeast, all it is an ingredient, but if you add it to dough, what does it cause the dough to do? It causes it to expand. And so you may actually be the yeast for somebody. So for example, I am the yeast in terms of some of my coaching clients because I coach millionaires, yet I'm not a millionaire yet, right? So how am I credible to coach a millionaire when I'm not a millionaire? Because I'm a yeast in that person's life and business. I give them a perspective that they didn't have on their own. I have a unique perspective that when added to the ingredients that they have, it causes his business to expand. If you look at Courtney has a bigger email list than I had, right? She had 30,000 people, but she wasn't able to monetize it in the way that I was able to when I added my ingredient of the mastermind business model, right? So I was yeast for her, right? And then there's actually one more type of mastermind group leader. That person is down here, and they are simply eye to eye, right? And by eye to eye, I mean this person is called the learner. This is the learning leader, right? And as a learning leader, you say, look, y'all, I don't know what I'm doing, but we all have the same goal in mind, and I'm willing to take the lead, right, and go test out these things and experiment, and then as I get results, I'm gonna bring it back to you, right? Whether I succeed or don't succeed, I'm gonna bring it back to you so that you don't make the same mistakes, right? So those are the three different types of leaders, and you might find that you're actually an ingredient. Now, here's a beautiful thing. Ingredients sometimes get paid more than vets do. And I'm gonna explain why. Because a ingredient comes in and they actually support somebody who's already high level, right? They support somebody who's already high level, and that's extremely powerful because that person being high level may already have a $200,000 business, and now you can get paid more because you are adding an ingredient to something that is already somewhat successful. And so think about what is your unique value add to the conversation and to somebody's perspective, and I think from there you actually find that you don't have to be some super successful person already. You don't have to be Richard Branson. You don't have to be Steve Jobs in order to lead a mastermind, right? Because if we had to wait to be a vet, that could take a long, long time. For some of you, you can be the yeast. You may be the yeast in terms of their marketing, their imaging. You may be the yeast in terms of their study habits if you have a SAT consulting business. You may be the yeast in terms of sales or operations. Whatever your mastermind is geared around and that you have expertise in, that could be your yeast, and you can actually just simply be an ingredient that causes somebody else to expand. That's the beautiful thing about a mastermind. So ask yourself, am I a vet? Am I gonna lead from a vet standpoint? Am I gonna lead from a yeast standpoint, right? Or am I going to be a learning leader where I go out, get information, and bring that back to the people? So I hope this sets you free from thinking that you have to be some super successful person already in order to run a mastermind. That is not the case. You can simply be the yeast. You can be an ingredient that changes somebody's life and causes them to expand. All right? So that's Julian here signing off. Remember that you are a gold mine. See you later. Peace.